Okay, let's dive right into it. Did you know you can get ChatGPT to automatically suggest follow-up questions, or that it can literally automate huge chunks of your work for you? Today, we are covering 7 super powerful features that you are probably not using, but absolutely should be, to completely supercharge your productivity. So let me just ask you this. Is your ChatGPT still working like it's 2023? I mean, if you're not using the features we're about to talk about, you are missing out on a massive, massive upgrade. It is time to move beyond just simple questions and answers and get into a whole new way of using AI.
All right, first up, let's talk about making your basic conversations way, way smarter. These are kind of the foundational settings that will immediately improve every single chat you have with the tool.
So the first feature is called Suggestions. It's a super simple toggle you just need to turn on in your settings, but believe me, it completely changes the dynamic of your chats. Instead of the conversation just, hitting a dead end, ChatGPT will now actively propose follow-up ideas. This is amazing for brainstorming and discovering new angles you hadn't even thought of.
For instance, I asked it how I could automate my social media replies. After it gave me the answer, it offered this. It didn't just answer my question, it suggested a real tangible next step, building a working prototype. See, this is how you go from just getting info to actually doing something with it.
And hey, while you're in the settings, you absolutely have to turn on memory. Seriously, this is non-negotiable. This lets ChatGPT learn from all your past conversations, so it gets more and more helpful and personalized over time. The sooner you turn this on, the faster it really starts to work for you.
Okay, now let's get into the real game changer, the new automated assistant. This is our deep dive into the part where ChatGPT stops being just a chatbot and becomes your active partner in actually getting work done.
The engine that drives all this is called Agent Mode. This feature lets ChatGPT take real-world actions for you. I'm talking creating spreadsheets, building entire presentations, even managing your calendar, all from one simple instruction. It is a massive, massive leap forward. But, Agent Mode is only as good as the information it can get its hands on. And that's where connectors come into play. By securely linking up your apps, your Gmail, Google Drive, Notion, all that stuff, you give Agent Mode the keys to work with your actual information and do tasks in the places you already live and work. So this all comes together in this really powerful 3-step loop. First, you activate Agent Mode. Second, you link up your connectors. And third, and this is the magic part, you can schedule recurring tasks. Just imagine it, scanning your email every morning or creating a report for you every Friday afternoon, completely on its own.
And if you think that sounds a little like science fiction, get this. The source for this whole explainer tells a story about a guy who used Agent Mode with connectors to his Gmail and HubSpot. With just the help of one virtual assistant, he automated his entire service business. He now makes almost $1 million a year. That is the kind of potential we're talking about here. It's insane.
All right, let's switch gears for a second. The next 2 features fundamentally change how you get information into ChatGPT and, just as importantly, how you learn new things from it.
I mean, think about the old way versus the new way. Instead of frantically typing up all your meeting notes by hand, you can now just record the conversation. And instead of just passively reading a textbook to study, you can now jump into an active learning session with your very own AI tutor.
Using the record feature in the desktop app is, well, it's a total game changer. You can record a meeting, a lecture, or even just ramble your own thoughts out loud. The second you're done, it processes all that audio and hands you a perfect summary, a list of key takeaways, clear action items, and even points out any questions that were left open.
And then there's the study and learn feature. This is so cool. It uses the Socratic method. It asks you questions to make you think deeper about a subject. Now, this isn't about replacing teachers or tutors, not at all. It's about having another tool in your belt. You basically get a personal tutor who is available 24/7, ready to help you whenever you feel like studying.
Okay, this brings us to the final and, in my opinion, the absolute most powerful feature of them all. This is where you combine everything we've just talked about to create your own custom-built AI expert using something called projects.
And you know what? The process is surprisingly simple. You just create a new project,
You give it some specific instructions on the kind of expert you want it to be, and then you give it a brain. You feed it reference files, your documents, your style guides, examples of your best work. And from that moment on, it becomes an expert at that one specific thing.
So for a really clear example, the creator of our source material trained a project to write YouTube scripts. He gave it custom instructions on the length, the tone, and then he just uploaded 3 of his best video outlines as reference files. And now, it is an absolute expert at outlining videos in his exact style.
And this isn't just a tiny improvement. We're talking about a task that used to take him, 30 minutes to an hour, now takes a few seconds. That is the kind of wild productivity leap you can make when you create these personal experts for your own regular tasks.
And you can use this for anything. Just think about it for a second. You could create an expert for analyzing your financial data, one for planning your weekly workouts and meals, or what if you're a teacher? You could have one for grading student homework based on your specific rubric. The possibilities they're just endless.
So, what's the big takeaway here? What does this all mean? Well, the most important thing is that the fundamental nature of ChatGPT has changed, and we really need to update how we think about it.
Here's the bottom line. ChatGPT is not just a conversational chatbot anymore. It's not. With features like agent mode, connectors, and these new projects, it has truly become a full-on automated productivity platform that is designed to take action and save you a ton of time.
So let's just do a quick recap of your new toolkit. You can supercharge your chats with suggestions and memory. You can automate real tasks with agent mode and connectors. You can capture information instantly with the record feature and learn actively with the 24/7 tutor. And you can build your very own personal experts with projects. Which really just leaves us with one final question for you. Now that you know what's really possible, what is the very first thing you are going to automate? Hey, if you found this deep dive helpful, a like would be incredible, and definitely subscribe so you don't miss our next explainer. We'd love to hear from you down in the comments. Let us know what you're going to automate first, and tell us what topic you think we should break down for you next. Thanks so much for hanging out.